Welcome to Heroic Round. You've just skipped into A Wizard's Folly, our main quest, epic homebrew TTRPG campaign, where we trust in the heart of the dice, a wicked manicore threatens the village, and at least one of us needs a haircut. If this is your first time listening and you want to avoid spoilers, stop here and head back to our very first episode, Faith and Folly. You'll find it linked in the show notes. I'm your Dungeon Master, Chad, and this story would not be possible without these players, the best friends a guy could ask for, who put the role in roleplay.
I'm Zach. I'm playing Flavius Orsini, the human paladin.
Hey y'all, I'm LS. I'm a full elf sorcerer rogue, and my name is Brandon.
And I'm John, and I play Mac, the dwarf druid.
Before we get started, will you please do us a favor and cure light wounds on that subscribe or follow button wherever you're listening. And if you really want us to love you, please leave us a review. It really means more than you know. Now let's get after it. Last time on Heroic Round, LS was led on a desperate foot chase through the greens and back alleys of Briarberry, ending with a cold-blooded strike, a blade through the heart of Fowler the stablehand. The act did not go unseen. Watching from the trees was former Thornfort prisoner Elisha, a bespectacled young guard, and even a local dog owner. When Flavius and Mac arrived, the guard wouldn't be calmed and was soon shouting, "Murders! A murderer is loose in Briarberry!" Flavius tried to calm him, but the boy bolted, running back to the village green to raise the alarm, just as LS emerged from the shadows on the other side, stepping into the soldiers' camp. Will the party be able to contain the fallout of Fowler's death, or will Briarberry turn against them before the night is through? Find out now on Heroic Round.
Welcome to Heroic Round, an actual play TTRPG podcast. Join me and my three best friends as we journey through dungeons, dragons, and dubious decisions. Grab your dice, because we're here to live heroic or die historic.
The soldiers, bloody, scared, and jumpy from days of patrolling Briarberry and feeling threatened by the looming threat of the manticore, are on edge. They grab their fire-hardened spears and crossbows and gather toward the bonfire, clearly mobilized by the young, spectacled soldier. You're struck, looking around at their faces, LS, by the fact that they don't look like soldiers. They look like villagers. Their weapons may as well be pitchforks. They look in your direction, clearly alarmed, and also moving forward to perhaps take you into custody. What do you do?
Hey everybody, how are you doing tonight?
The clamor of them as they're coming forward. You see that the young soldier's like, "It's him, he's the murderer." At this moment, they are 10 feet from you with their spears, the bonfire light, torches. It's dark. And you see that Sir Landon steps out of the command tent, clearly annoyed. "I'm in charge here. Quiet down. Quiet down. What's the meaning of this? What's this talk of murder? Who's been killed?" You see in his height and his voice carries through the soldiers, and you see them pause. And so you're standing there sort of next to Landon. The soldiers across from you near the bonfire, this mob. And he's kind of between the two of you. Now, Garland, this soldier, squints. "Sir Landon, Fowler the stablehand of the Eve, sir. He was slain in the street by this tall, orange-haired elf." He points at you, and you see that men again move up to grab you, and Landon stops them with his hand, his outstretched hand. "If LS drew blood, it was for good reason, right?" He turns and looks at you.
I'm not one to kill and tell, but I was attacked by this man first. You can see by the hole in my side. Go ahead and thrust your hand in there. But I did kill him. I killed him in self-defense. And I am never one to take blood or shed blood lightly, but it was something that he did to me. And he said something about trying to be a retribution for me following the orders of Galen earlier, trying to make sure that we root out the foxtails in this area, and I have it on good authority from God, from the holy they that he was a foxtail. So before you go and make accusations, I think it's something you need to talk and listen before you act sometimes, Squints.
Okay, you hear a clamor ripple through, especially when you drop that weighted word of foxtail, right? All of a sudden there's whispers and murmurs among the troops here. You see that LS is nodding and agreeing with you and kind of looking relieved that you have said these things. Will you roll like a diplomacy check
Of
here?
course. A 16.
You see that the mob is not quelled by your words, but they are paused. And there's tension that hasn't been diffused. And you can see clearly that Squints, the spectacled young soldier, is not relieved by what you're saying. And you see that he steps forward and he's like, "You are given a wound in your side. Do not wounds of self-defense look the same as wounds of aggression? Do we really trust these strangers?" He starts pointing again at you. "The tall elf chased and killed our friend Fowler in the street. He's one of us. This is a killer, an outsider. He can't be trusted." You see, at this point, many of the soldiers are nodding in assent. "If it was self-defense, why chase this man? Why did he flee after dealing the killing blow? Why did he not heed for the pleas of mercy from Fowler, even as he drove the killing blow?" See, they start to get more angry and frustrated.
Well, listen here, bud. If you look at the entry wound, you can see it's in my back. How would he get me in the back if I was the one that got the jump on him?
Am I there yet, Chad?
You're riding up as LS is talking, and you can see this. To your eyes, as you gallop across the green between the chapel and the far dark eaves inn, you see this soldier camp, right? But all of the men are gathered in this scrum around the bonfire, and it's really a trial by bonfire here.
Yeah.
And as you are riding up, you can see that they're just emotion and tension, and LS and Landon are on one side of the fire and all the soldiers are on the other. That's what it looks like. You're not quite there to be able to speak, but you're approaching.
So I don't hear, just so I'm clear, I don't hear anything that's going on.
You only hear raised voices.
Okay, makes
and
sense.
it's like you want to go hide in your room while mom
Just
and
want
dad
to make
fight.
sure I'm not meta playing.
Right now, the town is in a bit of a dire situation. Obviously, all the people here, all y'all aren't soldiers. You're not veteran soldiers like myself and the rest of God's army. And I want you to know that if there's something that I need to be held accountable for, I'm happy to after. I'll take that responsibility after we get done killing this manticore, because I don't think y'all can do it without us. So if you want to take that risk, go right ahead. But I didn't have to come back here to the middle of the bonfire. And if I would have done it and I had no cause, I would have just killed you in the street too.
Okay. You see that a bunch of the group of these men, you actually can see when you remind them of the Manicore, remind them of the peril that they're in, remind them that things are dire and that you're there to help. You actually can see that you start to kind of bring them to you. At the very end, when you say, "I could have just killed you too," you see you lose them again. They're like, "Oh shit." Like you see that there's, anger. They start to come forward and you see that Landon steps towards them and they're close enough now. They're rushing up. He actually grabs the front breastplate of one of the soldiers to stop him. And Landon steps in front of you and stops this wave of soldiers from approaching. You see, he's like, "Enough!" And they quiet. He's like, "We have a Manicore to worry about. Enough talk of this murder. If LS said that Fowler needed to die, then Fowler needed to die."
My man.
And he kind of roughly shoves the guy. Goes, "I trust this man with my life. I'm your commander, and I say to all of you, cease this talk of murder and get back to work. We must prepare our camp so that we may safely sleep this night. Get back to your tasks now." He's like yelling at them. You're there now. Okay. It gets quiet, and the soldiers start to disperse a little, and the young spectacled soldier, he says, "Sir Landon, Your words carry the perfume of foxtail trickery. Garland, are you questioning my loyalty? Forgive me, sir. It's not my place to question you, but this should be taken before the Green Man. Let him decide as lord of these lands. Landon, you see, has a moment of doubt. You see it. You're behind him, so you don't see
Right.
it, but you see in his face when he says to go to the Green Man. Landon says, he is wounded and recovering. He has left this matter to Sir Cedric and I. And you see that Garland says, seems past time we should be checking on him, and turns to leave.
I say, ho!
As he turns to leave,
Yeah.
you see a lot of the soldiers turn with him.
Okay.
Okay, what do you?
I'm going to get in.
You're in front of them on glorious,
so the
tremendous.
horse, they're turning away. Sorry, I didn't mean
They're
to speak
turning
so loud.
towards
My
you.
bad. Towards us?
Yes.
I'm going to go.
So a bunch of the soldiers,
Mhm.
a few dozen, are turning towards you with this young soldier in their midst, trying to turn away from Landon and LS.
Okay. I'm going to go side by side with Landon and LS. And I'm going to like raise tremendous in the air to like startle them. And as he's doing that, I'm going to grab the manticore head from the sack. And then when I come back, what'd you say?
I forgot you're still carrying that
Yeah.
gross.
And I'm going to
thing.
get it out. And then I'm like, just like Sleepy Hollow. When I come back down with the horse, I'm going to be showing it to everybody.
Okay.
Okay.
Sweet. Go ahead and roll. I'm assuming an intimidate.
An intimidate. I'll do an
Intimidate. Maybe do a ride check first so that you don't fall on your
Back,
tuchus.
everybody. I got a 24 for the ride.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. That's really good. That would have been embarrassing if you tumble off the back of your
Just
horse.
fall off. And then
It would have been that young soldier would have been aura farming you. If he
No.
turned around to walk and then you fall off your horse, dude.
and then I got a 26 for intimidate.
Oh, nice. Flavius, as you pull that head out, it's been
Mhm.
days and
Oh, I
days and
know,
days.
dude.
It is nasty.
It's so
It comes
good.
out and a whole bunch of fluid and viscera comes out along with all of these maggots. Just like worms, right? Some of them have gotten fat and big, like just nasty dripping everywhere.
Uh-huh.
And you're holding this thing up, looking like
I'm not gonna say anything.
just a haunted,
Mm-hmm. Righteous dominion.
a righteous
It's
dominion.
more like a manta corpse. than
Yes.
a manticore.
Manticorpse.
Yes. You hold it aloft, bring your horse down, tremendous,
Mm-hmm.
who, does an awesome scream, a horse scream. And they, kind of like jump. And you see that the spectacled soldier, has his hands to the guys around him, and they're all just transfixed.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you could hear a pin drop. You can hear the crackling of the bonfire because it gets so quiet. And they're just standing there looking at you in a tense moment, almost like a standoff.
I go, this horse you see below you, I see before you, was killed and brought back by the holy they. This head, the mate of the manticore, was killed by God's army. We shall not take slander of our holy mission or anything towards LS or Landon. And I throw it straight at Garland.
Okay. Roll just a ranged
Okay.
touch attack.
18. So 24.
You freaking hit him with it.
And I say, which one of you have done more for the Green Man or this town or this kingdom than Landon Thorn or God's army?
You see that you hit that soldier and he's like, oh, like kind of like scraping away the gunk and the
Uh-huh.
stuff that got on him. And you can see that he, roll your sense motive.
'Kay.
Because he looks up at you.
I got a 19.
19, great. He looks up at you. And what on the surface looks like fear, you recognize as just a deep anger
Yep.
within him.
Mhm.
And you see, that you've won.
Yeah.
This moment, but you also can see that there's a seed here of
Of hate.
hatred.
Yeah.
And of an enemy in the making, right? Now the men around him, those, his rotten soldiers, his good time boys, are not as brazen or as brave as they were. But you see that he like stands up and he looked at you and you see he's looking down now at the rotten head. And you see he takes off his glasses and like pulls part of his clothes and is like cleaning his glasses.
He's got some gunk on it.
And you see that Landon takes this moment to say, now get back to work. And there's a pause and then everyone starts to move and get back to the things they're doing. And you see that soldier puts his glasses back on and looks back up at you. And then you see he walks to go and be about his business.
Have fun digging graves.
You just got to get it in, don't you?
Sorry.
That's what he does. That's what he does best.
Would I get there about now with my
Yes.
movement?
Yes.
Oh, hey, mates.
You
How's it
see all
going?
the soldiers getting back to work as
Nice.
you walk up.
Everything looks nice and orderly.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Let's go. It's been a long night already. I'm sorry. I got backstabbed by this sumbitch. He's dead, though.
Did you question him?
I tried, but this dumb bitch Squints over here wouldn't let me do it. That's why I had to kill him.
I kind of like gesture them close. I'm gonna get off Tremendous and collect the.
Landon comes to you guys.
Yeah,
And he's like, come to the command tent.
I'm gonna
he
collect
turns
my-
and he turns and
That seems
walks
right.
into the newly reestablished command tent.
Okay. And
I
as
collect my
we're
hand.
walking,
Sorry,
oh, go ahead.
I just collect the Manicore head.
Great.
You stink. I bet you stink
Yeah.
so bad.
You walk over. It's pretty gross. And at this point, too, like the eye sockets have like sunken and they're just
Mhm.
like gaping holes,
Yeah.
that are just filled with all of these wriggling maggots. The stench is nightmarish.
Tremendous.
I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look to
That's
see
the
if
exact
there's.
kind of joke.
Do I see
Tremendous
any like
loves.
water barrels or anything like that around?
Oh, sure. This is a supply. There's like supplies,
wash it.
crates, barrels. There's a mess area for like, pots and pans and, food, all that stuff. This is like a camp, a
Okay.
real.
I don't want
real
to take
camp.
too much time, but I want to get a relatively small barrel that would fit the head into it.
Oh, sure.
I want to empty whatever's inside of it and then add like half of it full of dirt and then put the head in there to let
Right.
the rest of the maggots like eat the rest of the flesh off.
Okay, you go and just like unstopper a barrel of ale and just start sloshing it on the ground, emptying it out. So you're emptying a barrel. Landon has walked back into the command tent. Now you two are out there in front. Will you roll a spot check really quick? Both of you two, Mac and LS.
27.
Oh, 25.
Must be require dark vision or something because I win.
Low life vision isn't good enough.
Smokes in my eyes.
So that's low light and
Also,
low
I
light
do want to
vision.
point out Zach's creepy behavior. I'm kind of wondering if this entire podcast is like an origin story of Oogie Boogie from Nightmare Before Christmas.
We already talked about how you feel about Oogie Boogie.
I hate him.
Remember, because you got Oogie Boogied by a zombie in the past? It was pretty scary.
Yeah, I don't like it.
It was spooky.
Oh yeah.
It was spooky. So you, Mac and LS, you both can see, you just notice
I see a little better though.
that, but Mac sees it a little in high def. 4K for Mac, 1080p for you. You just can see that, the soldiers are going back about their work, but you do notice that crossing the green, going back out towards the alleyway, you can see Garland and like 6 soldiers. They're headed out that direction, like leaving this camp area, just so you're aware.
Okay.
You finish emptying, sloshing the ale.
Are they headed back to basically the area we came from to like collect the body, or are they
Potentially.
Are they going out?
You're
Is that
not
also
sure.
the
It's in that
way?
same direction.
Okay.
Both directions they're both south.
Yeah, they're out of here.
Yeah. So they could be going to the Thorn Fort, or they could be going to the alley, right? It's in the same
Yeah.
direction. Now, you finish emptying the ale.
Uh-huh.
You do, as you empty it and then look up, you can see that there's a couple of soldiers
Uh-huh.
who are they're villagers, right? Like these aren't like really drilled soldiers. These are just the levies of Lord Galen. You see a couple of them, one that looks like kind of an older man and another guy who is short and chubby. And you see he just looks sad that
They
you
pour out
empty.
the ale?
And you see that they get surprised when you look up at them and they move. But you've got this big like foamy patch on
All around
the
me?
dirt around you.
Gotta
You
stay
just
sharp. I chucked the head in and put some dirt in it, just
Okay.
hoping to like get
Try
the smell.
to smother it a little bit.
Yeah, and then just hopefully have the maggots
Yeah.
just do their business, eat the flesh, and then I'm gonna join them.
Okay, great. All right, you go back over to them. Are you guys going into the command tent, or what
I
do you
want to
want
go
to do?
in and with somewhat urgency, tell Oakengreaves and if he's in there,
Sure.
and Landon about the situation that we just saw.
The 6 people.
okay.
leaving.
Okay, you go in, you don't see Oakengreaves there. You just see Landon. Inside there's a table, a couple of chairs. You are struck by how thick the command tent walls are. It's almost like carpet. You know, it's a pretty thick command tent, and it does muffle sound quite a bit when you walk in. There is a cot, and there is a chest, almost like maybe a foot locker. And you can also see some personal stores, barrels, boxes, things that maybe are food or even some weaponry. You see a whetstone and a cloth and some oil there, just sort of like command tent things that you might see from you also can see that there's a map of the town of Briarberry kind of like laid out as well with like markers and things like it's been used for planning the defense.
I actually revised what I was going to do because I wouldn't know the context of what occurred and why the cell, I have no idea.
Sure.
So
that's true.
Well,
But when you walk in, you guys
But
can
I
see
have no need
Landon's
to.
backs to you. He's standing by the center pole of the tent, so he can stand fully to his
I was gonna
height.
say, isn't he
And
the
you
center pole?
notice that he's like finishing drinking something. Then he turns and has the goblet in his hand and kind of brings his wrist up to his lip, like it's some kind of liquor, something with bite. And he turns and nods at you as you come in, and then he sets it down.
I just want to say I really appreciate you standing up for me. That was that was very helpful. Thank you, and I appreciate your friendship.
He says, "Well, you've earned it." And he goes, "You didn't do anything wrong, did you?"
No, I mean I did kill the man, but it
was in self-defense.
Yeah, look at this hole. And I kind of point to my back and
Do you need healing?
wince. I don't know. I think I'm okay right now. I just a little squeamish around healing
Oh,
lately.
That's right.
But
He Landon puts his hand on your shoulder and he's like, "Let's try to keep you out of trouble. I think that the soldiers their heart is ready to fly. They're afraid."
yeah,
They're looking for excuses. I'm concerned that Garland, his name,
Yes.
for him to throw out your association with Foxtail concerns me 2 ways. Either he's trying to get the scent off of him and his association or put it onto you.
Hmm.
Or if he's a man about wits, he understands that can rile up people towards anger towards you. Both not being favorable.
You're right.
I saw him early. Well, I guess this is really important right now, but I did see him leaving with about 6 other men, and they weren't going back about their business to do work. They were leaving. It looked like they were either headed to where the man was killed, and the other known Foxtail associate. They were the ones that were held up in the cellars, right? They were either going to see her or the dead body, or they were headed back out to the Thorn Fort. So, I know that causes problems for everybody here.
When I shook him to his core with Tremendous and the Manicore head, he did have the turn in his eyes of vengeance and anger.
Yeah, when I saw him earlier, the first time I met him, he was out digging graves, and he seemed like he was too good to be taking orders. So maybe he's a little smarter than he's leading on, or he just doesn't want to take orders like that. My guess is on Foxtail.
Should we follow him?
He's a terrorist.
I mean, a soldier that doesn't take orders isn't a soldier.
Should I have him brought back?
I don't know if there's anything to do about it right now. I
Well,
mean, we
the-
have bigger things.
If he goes to the Thorn
I can
Fort,
stop him if we need to, but
I
we
think-
have to move if he's on his way.
I think if he goes to the Thorn Fort and riles the Green Man and whoever's there,
I would
He
hate
will
for him to
undermine
find
you.
the green man in the root cellars.
I think we go in and counter him. Tell him to come back, stick to his roots, defend the town.
I think, where's Oakengreaves now?
He's gone on ahead to the tannery. We're meeting him there tonight before midnight.
All right. I think it will lend credibility if we have him there too. With the men, because he wasn't part of this whole,
Who have Cedric with us?
yeah,
Ah,
Sir Cedric.
yes.
I think that might be the play.
Do you want to get him and we can go stop them, or do you want to all go to get Cedric?
Well, I think Cedric should be, I don't know. If he goes, right, regardless of how he feels, he's breaking orders.
So he's basically deserters. They're deserters, and we need to deal with it.
I like to eat dessert.
No, like when.
Let me see about this. You see that he goes out of the tent. Like he turns.
Okay.
And he
You like
starts
to
to
eat-
yell.
You like to eat sand?
Desert?
You see that he's yelling for a horse. Bring me a horse, saddle.
Get a
You
big one.
come with me. You see that he's grabbing some men, and you can hear that he quickly mobilizes and starts to go south towards where
I'm
Garland left.
gonna follow them and then on Tremendous then.
Okay.
Do we need to, or I mean, can he handle it? Does it look bad if we're there with him, or maybe just me? Maybe you know what I'm
Do
saying.
you want
like,
me to go and then maybe you guys can go get Cedric in the tannery and bring him in?
I was just saying I don't know if that's the best move, but if you want to go, of course, like go.
I'll head to the tannery.
I'll head to the tannery.
All right, I'm gonna follow.
Well,
I'm gonna-
so
Then look at the
quick
map.
couple of things. One is you don't know where the tannery is.
But there's
point.
a map.
You do have
I
a
look at
map.
the map.
Okay, you can look at the map. The second thing is that it sounds like the meeting is supposed to happen there with Cedric.
makes sense.
That's what he's expecting. You can go early and try to get him
Yeah.
if you want, but I'm just saying that's what Landon was saying.
Before we go, I really also need to tell you this. So when I was pulled away from the table before I got to eat my delicious sand, I guess it must be a dwarf thing. I was told that 2 of my associates from Sanctum were here and that they were being held captive by the Foxtails. It's part of like an information network, right? 2 little birds. Not
Were they-
like the Bob Marley song.
Do you think it was a ploy to get you to leave then? To assassinate you?
It was actually somebody else who got me.
Oh.
So this was a more, social call, and then the second one was a little more stabby. I don't think they were related. It didn't really feel like the same.
Gotcha. Well, I think I need to support Landon because how many people went off with Landon?
You were in here, so you're not sure, but you heard a bunch of hoof steps. Like you heard a bunch of horses leave.
Okay.
So you think like
At
he's
least
gone
5.
now. He's already gone, and
Okay.
there's a handful of horses that
You
went with him.
You could probably catch him on.
Yeah, I'll
on
catch him
Tremendous,
up.
and then we'll go to
Yeah.
the tannery. And you want to go look at birds?
What?
Like in the desert? I'm sorry.
Before I leave, I'm gonna see where the tannery is. I said I'll make
Okay.
sure. Like I'll
You
let
guys
Landon.
go over and look at the map. The map itself, let me give you a little look-see. You'll note that in the very top of the area, a yellow building, that's the tanner.
Are there
the
other
tannery.
buildings that extend all the way out there, or is it just a
no.
building out in the middle of nowhere?
To keep the piss smell away?
It's woods everywhere around Briarberry.
Gotcha.
It's tucked
'Cause
in.
it's stanky.
And tanners are very smelly. It's ammonia. So that's why it's far. And tanneries usually need to be next to water as well. And so there's water out there.
Okay. I said, well, I'll go check on Landon and then I'll meet you at the tannery then.
Yeah, meet us at Tanner's.
Oh,
Okay.
it's a long walk.
I'm on a horse. And I run out on Tremendous.
I meant for me. I'm on a horse.
All right, you start riding
Yeah.
across. You're riding in the direction that they had
South of
described. It's in
Yeah.
the southern area. From where you're riding, you can see the very, the haunches of the soldiers that have ridden ahead, turning into an alleyway out across the green, across the street.
Okay.
So you know in the general direction that they went.
Okay, great. I'm gonna
Okay.
follow.
Great. Okay, you guys, LS and Mac. So you quickly find yourselves alone in the command tent. You can hear the bustle of soldiers outside. In here, it's just lit by a hanging lantern that has glass around it. It's not like a genie lantern. I'm just
Aw.
specifying.
Aw.
It's not a taper or whatever. Yeah.
Is it an undead lantern?
It is not an undead lantern, but it's hanging there and you're alone. It's just you guys.
Anything
It's
cool?
quite-
Anything cool around us?
It's quite romantic.
I give him a little hug.
Sha-la-la-la-la-la, don't
I
be
give him a little
shy.
hug. I'm sorry about leaving you like that. I just got stabbed.
And dinner was good.
Was it? Oh man, I'm still hungry. I wish I had like some jam or something to
Some
eat.
brains.
Oh.
You can see that there is food in here. There's like
Help
The-
yourself.
the Cedric's like officer mess area there has like a loaf of bread that's been cut at. There is some jam from the halflings.
jam
it looks
cart.
like the jam cart. There is some cheese. There's a few different types of dried fruit. There's a handful of nuts in a little bowl. stuff like that. It's
Okay.
almost like he had a charcuterie board, little charcuterie.
Charcuterie.
Hell yeah, eat the charcuterie board.
I go.
And there's an empty mug, and you see that there's one of those little kegs, those little keg babies.
Yeah.
It's there next to it as well.
Oh, we should.
He's a full-on buffet.
You know what? We should get this and give it to Flavius so he can put the heads of the little manicore kittens he killed in it too.
I think he smashed them.
Yeah,
Those were recoverable.
that was wild. I'll just take a handful of nuts on
Just
my way
brained
out,
them.
and I'm
Boom.
like,
Yeah.
they're okay. They'll suffice.
Pine nuts.
I grabbed the loaf of bread, the jam, and the mini keg.
Okay. Nice. You take it. Are you gonna do the whole drink out of the mini keg? Yeah.
I just keep it on my shoulder, and then I just
Yeah. There it is.
Little brown jug.
I'm gonna rip bread and
There you go.
get jam on the
As
bread.
you go to the tannery.
Oh,
Offer
jammed.
some to
Yeah.
LS.
Yeah.
I'm full.
Cool.
Feeling sick.
You're dipping
Hey.
that raspberry jam. And you're like, this is
Razzle
So
dazzle.
on our
I'm
way.
eating good.
On our way out, let's just head out towards. We have to pass the smithy anyway, and that's where the birds were being held. So birds is
Also,
a term.
possibly a dwarven speakeasy.
Oh,
I can't actually tell you about that.
oh, that's cool. We should go check it out maybe if we have time. Would you like to? Or
If
is
we
it
have
like
time.
a dwarf only thing?
Yeah, it is.
Do you think I could pass? Am I dwarf passing?
No.
What if I pretended to be two dwarves on top of each other in a trench coat?
Definitely not.
All right. Well, would you mind coming with me? I probably need a little backup as I'm going to talk about these because it could also be a trap. I've learned.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
all right. You guys headed over by the smithy then? With his jug.
Yep.
Yeah, if that's
Head out Smithy
Sounds
way
good.
up to Tannery.
All right. So you guys head
Tanner's
over.
house.
You head across the green to pass the stable where the attack happened and start heading over toward the smithy in the dark. Now, Zach, you've ridden down these streets. You could hear the incessant barking of a dog up ahead. And then it finally gets muffled. Like, not muffled like something bad happens to the dog,
But
but like
I
dog was
turn enough.
taken inside
yeah.
or something because all of a sudden there's a slamming door and you hear the barking still, but it's muffled. As you go down this street, you can see that there is a large tree that is pretty distinct in a little bit of a clearing between a bunch of different houses
Yeah.
and housing areas. If you look on the map, it's on the right-hand side. It's that green tree that's there. That's where
Yeah.
you've gone.
Okay.
So you went south at first and then east.
Okay.
And you can see Garland and those handful of soldiers there wrapping up Fowler's body.
Okay.
And you see that Landon is on the horse over next to them, and he has other soldiers with him
Mm-hmm.
that seem to be a cadre of loyal soldiers to Landon that are like backing him up. But you see that Landon is having quiet but tense words with Garland. And you see that Garland is looking up at him like very much like, we cannot leave a body in the streets, that kind of.
Mm-hmm.
And Landon's like, very well, bring him to the cemetery then. Let's go. So he's like kind of ushering them, almost like Landon doesn't trust Garland to be by himself.
Right.
So now he's like overseeing it. So you're
Okay.
just picking up all of this as you're riding up through this alleyway.
Okay. So,
But
does
it
he-
looks like Landon has it under control from what you can tell.
All right.
Like none of the soldiers that are on foot look like they're gonna like attack or something. They have all like taken cloth cloaks, coats, whatever, and wrapped around Fowler. You see that they're all lifting him together, kind of on their shoulders, and taking him back toward the green and
Uh-huh.
heading north towards the tree that is big and behind the chapel that signifies where the cemetery is.
And LS said that Fowler was working with the foxtails, and there was somebody else that was in the foxtails, right? Would I hear that, or was that before I came up?
That was with Landon in the tent.
Okay. Okay.
But
yeah.
it because it happened a long time ago. It was the people that were passing notes to.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm saying,
Oh.
I would have heard that you called out Fowler,
Oh,
right,
yeah,
working with them when
yeah.
they were accusing him.
Mm-hmm.
Is it weird that they're being so judicious with someone who's working with a foxtail, or is it the idea that? Never mind, I'm complicating this. All right.
You're fine.
If I feel
You're
like
trying to see if they're like, are they like so sad because they're foxtails too?
exactly, that's
or-
kind of the idea.
It's
or if
hard
they're
to
just doing
tell.
Their
I mean,
job.
you have to remember like this is such a small community.
Yeah.
There's not another village in Thornhaven.
right,
All of the people that are here are from here.
right.
They all grew up together.
Makes
they all
sense.
know each other. The soldiers are not all the same age. There's old guys, there's young guys, there's middle-aged guys, and Garland pointing out and like knowing Fowler is not unusual. It's such
Okay,
a
that makes
small
sense. I just wanted to
community.
make sure.
So I think it's more like it's the fear. It's how personal it feels.
Okay,
It just feels very personal and scary to them to see somebody die.
okay. I'm gonna
Yeah.
head to the tannery then.
I think maybe the other thing that could be helpful here is to just remind everyone that like they've been at war, mock war,
With the manicore,
with the
foxtails.
foxtails for about 18 months.
Wow.
And in the course of that time, there wasn't any like murders.
Oh,
It wasn't like a
okay.
bloody battle. The war with the foxtails was very like bandit.
Until we
Like
showed
we're
up.
stealing things. We're kind of making the lord of the land frustrated. We're stealing from him. We're making him look stupid. But like nobody's killing soldiers or doing any of that.
Makes
The
sense.
Manicore has come and rained terror on the town because it's starting to kill people. And then now to have like an actual conflict where somebody killed another person, not a monster killing them, but like a person killing
Person
them,
killed the person. Now
is
it's
very
escalated.
scary.
Escalated. Okay,
yeah,
that
it's
makes
very
sense.
scary.
And Garland had both of his ears, correct?
Yes.
He's wearing glasses.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
His glasses are just sideways. 'cause
crooked.
he can't-
Crooked.
Crooked.
Like this.
I'm gonna
like
His ears are crooked.
I'm gonna take my beautiful horse out to the tannery then.
Great. All right, so you turn back. You see that Landon is escorting the Garland and the soldiers, and you see that he sees you out of the corner of of his eye as you're going away, and you see that he kind of like nods
Okay.
with gratitude towards you.
Good.
As you leave. So you start riding back across the green.
And then I'm driving, be like, oh shit, we need to find everybody else. We need to find our carriage. This is what Flavius is saying. It's like,
Okay.
shit, we need
You're
to
like,
find
what
our
is-
carriage.
Yeah.
We need to find Silva.
Mm-hmm.
We need to find Jinx.
Mm-hmm.
We need to find Tibbets. We know that what's his bucket still being taken. Gentle's being taken care of by the midwife. So
Yep.
okay, I'm just like lifting
Stripes.
this off as I'm just like realizing
Stripes
there's
is
so
gone.
much.
Hugh
Wolfman is
Blumford.
gone.
Yeah, Hugh
Blumford's
Blumford is gone.
good.
Good riddance.
We don't need two werewolves in the party.
Uh-huh.
We have 3 now.
Was
Oh,
this Teen Wolf 2?
Teen Wolf 3. All right, I'm
LS
gonna-
starts singing Good Riddance from Green Day. It's something unpredictable.
I'm just gonna head to the tannery then. Just
Okay.
try to figure out.
All right,
what's
you
going
start
on.
heading across that way. Will you roll a spot as you're riding that direction?
I have a wonderful spot, and I got 4.
4. Okay. Amazing. Okay, you get onto the road and start heading north.
Does your D20 have negatives?
I only have a +2 to spot.
Okay.
That's great. All right, you two. And by you two, I mean LS and Mac. You start walking across, or you walked around the stable and start heading towards the smithy. Now, at the smithy, you can hear that classic anvil hammering sound coming from the smithy. You can also hear just sort of the clamor of a forge and voices, and you hear a laugh come, like a group of. I mean, it sounds like dwarves laughing. You can just hear like their deep, kind of bouldery voices just giggling in there. And as you're walking over towards the smithy, will you guys roll a search check as you're approaching?
And as we're searching,
Yes.
3.
it was where the smithy is where I was supposed to go, right? Behind the smithy is where the birds were kept.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
That was a karma roll for making fun of Zach.
It definitely was.
Uh-huh.
Technically, it was a 1, so
Uh-huh.
I'm like, an ember flies in my eye or something.
You were
boss.
doing the cool drinking motion. You got some foam in your eye. A little bit of
23.
beer foam. 23. All right, you, LS, you can see that all of a sudden Mac starts to sputter and moves the barrel down, and he just is dripping because it got him in his face.
You're messy drunk.
Was that necessary?
Sorry.
You just hit him with your messy drunk. You look over LS and can see that out behind the smithy, there's some piles of scrap. There's a few mounds of what you would assume are ore of some kind, just unrefined, just big rocks and boulders and stuff out there. It's almost like a spot where a house could be, but think it's more like an empty lot, You can see that there are 4 soldiers over there standing with, spears, and there are 2 small kennels. They almost look like dog cages, sitting room only. And you can see that they're separated by a few arms lengths. And from here, you can see sitting in those kennels, you see Silva and you see Jinx.
Oh.
And you can see that Silva is, wiry and wind-worn. She has her patched green cloak and she's wrapped her arms around her knees, like they're drawn up. Her brown hair is still pulled in that rough braid. And you can see one of her pointed ears is notched, right? Like it has a bite out of it. You see that she looks like she's angry or pouting and looking the other way. And you see that Jinx is in the cage next to her and he has his arms outside of the bars. And he's got a bunch of stones in front of him. And he's like, Silva, he's like, come play checkers. I've got enough pebbles here for a full board. Might as well kill the time. He seems like kind of pumped. And he looks like he's just kind of, it's a dog cage, but he seems super
At home.
at home.
Yeah.
He's almost like lounging, right? You can see that there's rust on the bars. One of his legs is sticking through and it's just bouncing restlessly. And you can see his copper blonde hair is just wild, maybe even wilder than the last time you saw it. And you just see that the other soldiers that are there is, roll a sense motive, and then I'll give you the description on the soldiers. 16?
I got a 16.
16. You can see that there's one soldier who's tall and bearded and serious, and it looks like he is going to wear a path in the ground because he's just pacing. Okay. You see that there is another soldier that seems to be chubby and sort of short, and he's over sitting next to Jinx's cage. And you can see he's like, well, I'll play with you. He comes over and moves it, puts his helmet on the ground and sits on it. And then he sits back, crosses one arm over his prodigious belly and looks down at the board.
It's not whelp, is it?
No.
Okay, good.
No, but you could see that he has a whelpishness about him.
Okay.
You see there's another soldier who is leaning on his staff or leaning on his spear, and he looks like he's nodding. You can tell it looks like he's going to fall asleep. And then you see that the final soldier is standing over next to the pacing soldier, and it's like he is just watching him, almost like watching a tennis match, like just watching him go back and forth. Okay. That's all that you can see is 2 prisoners in the cages, 4 soldiers, one of them almost asleep, one of them sitting there about to play checkers with Jinx, Silva, who's pouting. Then you have the pacing soldier and the one soldier who's watching the pacing. Okay.
Okay. I am just going to keep walking past the smithy.
Jinx is like, this isn't chess, mate. Make your move. And you see that he's sitting there thinking. He says, don't rush me. Kind of like, you can just see that they're almost like bantering as if it's not a prisoner and a guard. It's like just a couple of people playing a game. Okay, you start walking by.
Yeah, I'm just going to head to the other side of the smithy.
Okay.
And when we get kind of out of eye shot, earshot, sure. I'm going to turn to Mac and say, hey, I think I found them. It's actually Jinx and Silva.
Found who? What?
Oh, yeah, the 2 little birds. I thought they were for Sanctum. It turns out, birds are people.
Birds are people.
Yeah, like you, kind of. Anyway, it was just goofing, just talking. But the people
I think I understand this game.
Okay. So, caw. And then you
Caw.
say, okay. You're getting it. So.
You don't think I can actually talk to animals?
That's a good point. Wait, I can too.
You've literally seen him turn into a bird.
Yeah, that's why I said he's
Oh,
like,
okay.
he gets it.
Yeah.
He's a bird. So we're gonna go ahead and I don't know what we're gonna do, but those are the two people. So there's 4 guards. We can go back around and I kind of explain where they are and that they're in dog cages, etc., and explain the guards.
Kill the guards?
I already did that kind of stuff tonight, and it didn't go over very well. Self-defense. But what do you think we should do?
If you could create a distraction, well, I can't open cages.
I can open cages.
Will you roll your survival?
Oh, sir, certainly. Let me see what that skill is here. All right, it's
Don't
a
use
plus
that
14.
dice that did don't use that dice that did a 1 on you. That one's in
Okay.
prison.
Okay. Switch it around. 24. 24.
24. Okay. As you're talking and walking, you can see that there is steam like coming out of one of the outbuildings that's next to the smithy, and there are pipes coming out of that
Underground
building.
speakeasy.
Boom. You smell it. You can like almost like smell the air of it. You can smell like a dwarven home. You know, it's that like, and just the snatch of the smell from here turns your mind to locating it. And then you also can feel like a nostalgia smell to it where you almost feel like you're back home. And it just brings a wave of emotions, fear, regret, anxiety. But you feel like you're kind of coming to your people, like seeing some of your people here. You guys can hear again the voices, kind of the gravelly voices coming from inside the smithy, and another laugh. You know, things are ringing out.
And that's, I think I definitely need to check this out, but maybe we could find a place to talk and plan.
Sure. I mean, I could just watch them for a while.
Oh, yeah, do that.
Yeah, you do your thing. I'll just be sitting here.
Okay.
All right.
And while he goes to his speak and smell easy, I'll just be kind of hanging out, watching the guards, seeing what's going on.
His smellsy. Will you roll a spot check while you're right here?
I'd like to. Yes.
Oh, Ellis, I'd also like to say I'd like to thank you for walking with me and making me feel safe. Because if you think of the Manticore as like a thunderstorm, it's going to strike the taller thing, and I appreciate that.
You're welcome. I also walked at a slower pace for you.
I didn't notice.
Am I? Was it a
Roll a
spot?
spot.
A spot. Okay. 25.
You look over on the village green from here. You know, you see that Mac starts to walk. You look over across towards the village green, and you see Tremendous because he glows in the dark, galloping. And he goes through the camp, and then he goes out the back and starts going into the woods. So you see Flavius is like on his way out. He's like leaving.
Well, he's punctual. That's for sure.
Great.
Sorry,
Okay,
I can't. do
you,
anything.
Mac, where are you headed? Do you want to go to the outbuilding, or are you going to go into the
I'm going to go to
smithy?
the smithy first.
Great, great. Okay, you enter into the smithy, and the first thing that you notice as you walk in, that the door is dwarven sized. So when you
Hells
walk
yeah.
in, you see that like LS or anybody else would have to bow to come in.
Yeah.
You know, come into the smith.
Who's too small now, huh?
That's right. Who's little
What?
now? All right. You come in this door and you can see over across from you this beautiful anvil. There's artistry in it. You know, you can see that it's this anvil that looks like dwarves like holding up a coffin on their backs, like a bit, you know, it's almost like this metal worked of dwarves like holding up and their thick fingers coming around the edge of it. And then on top of this thing, you can see that there's this dwarf who's just banging down on this axe that he's working on. Now, this dwarf, he has long black hair and a strikingly kind and handsome face. And you can see that the fire is behind him, so you can't make out him very well. He's just like, he almost looks mythic, you know, across this room because there's no other torchlight.
Yeah.
There's just the light coming off of the billows, the fire coming from the forge. And so you see like it'll flash as the billows give air, and then like it gets dim and he's just smashing and there's sparks flying, right? And you notice that over behind him there is like a blonde-haired chubby dwarf that's over there moving the bellows, like, because it's a hand, like a big hand billows. He's moving it, and you see in one hand he's like eating something, and he's just kind of like hanging out, and you see that he was like about to say something, and he stops, and he's got his mouth full, and there's some like crumbs on his face. And the dwarf who's at the forge hammering away doesn't even notice that you come in. Okay. Now, to the right of you, you can see that there is a big, huge barrel, and you can see that there's chairs set around it. It's a big enough barrel that it's almost like a table. And on top, you can see that there are mugs, and you can see that there's a dwarf who looks like he's balding because you can see the top of his head. He has black hair and sort of like a blocky look to him. You see that he is reaching down with a mug, and he's filling from the table that he's using, like the barrel that he's using. He fills it. There's a big foamy head on this stein that he's holding, and he brings it up to his lips, and he turns and notices you as he's drinking. And he's like, oh! And then he kind of takes the drink and sets it down. And he's like, hello.
Hey there, brother.
Are you a wood dweller?
No.
He's like, he comes over, and it's like he's trying to get a look at you. You notice he has really blue eyes. He has a very square head. His black beard is trimmed, trimmed to be like a kind of a squarish look. And he comes over and he's like, I'm Stenrick. And he holds out his hand to you.
Mac.
All right.
And I grasp him. Forearm grasp, though, dude. Not even hand grasp. Like,
when you grab his hands and shake hands with him, his hands don't strike you as those of like a worker.
they're not smithy hands.
They're not smithy hands. So
is he a brewer type?
Maybe. But you see that he like shakes your hand, and he's like, new to Thornhaven then?
On quest mission work. Something about God's army or some shit.
God's army. Well, cousin, you're welcome. Do you need gear?
I need ale. I've been drinking this swill.
And I put the little keg down.
And
You've
it's
come
awful.
to the right place. Come and fill your belly. And you see that he takes you over to this barrel. And you notice he checks a few mugs. Like he's like looking for one
That's less sturdy.
Yeah, that's less dirty. And you see that he kind of turns and then he goes in and grabs a big old foamy ale, a tankard, and then he thrusts it to you, and then he pulls his up and cheers.
I cheers and ask what I owe him.
Tail, tell me where you're from. Do you mean to stay long?
Oh, no. Apologies.
It's strong, isn't it? You haven't had the good stuff in a long while.
It's been too long. I like to apologize because sometimes when I talk to other dwarves, I mimic their accent. It's a weird thing.
I'm mimicking you. Why do we do this, right?
It's a thing.
I like you already. Mac, you said.
That's right.
Great.
Yes, I'm from like really
Fantastic.
far away or whatever.
Well, are you trying to ride out this manticore madness?
I'm here to kill the manticore.
Does a spit take? You're a manticore slayer?
Can I show you something?
Please.
I pull out the little figurine and I call forth socks.
Oh my God. You see that he sloshes his ale and drops it. And at this point, you hear the hammer stop, and you see that other dwarf is up looking, and the little chubby one dives behind the forge. Okay. You see just his butt, like the top of his butt crack hanging out behind that forge as he like tries to scurry in and get a little bit safer. But you see that he's like, Gods, what? Put it away. He's like freaking out.
I call it back. And
Okay. He's like, you're a manticore tamer.
Only a baby.
What the?
It's a baby.
That's a baby.
Yeah, the big one's like as big as the forge.
Oh, it's a no. So he turns and looks at the forge, imagining manticores in it, No.
Spits weapons out of its breath.
What?
Flings barbs with its tail. Claws.
What? Gods.
Now, if that's
What
not
a
a tale worth a
beast.
drink, I don't know what is.
Aye, I'll have another. He goes and gets himself some more. And he's drinking. He's like, you look like a friend of the woods. A forest dwarf, then? That's how we wood dwellers came to be.
Of sorts. I like bovine type animals.
Oh.
I move in herds, and you could call me a
Okay.
bit of a cowkin.
Oh. Friend to the cows, eh? Haven't heard of those types of dwarf. Are there a lot of them like you?
Just one, me.
Oh. You see, he starts to look at you a little like like you might be odd. He's like, he takes another drink. Well, come and sit. Do you mean to stay? Do you need a place to stay tonight?
I
Are you
couldn't
out?
sleep in
Are you
your
hunting?
forge.
Are you hunting now? See, he looks around as if there might be a manticore in.
Soon. I've got secret work that starts. I don't have a watch. In a couple.
Oh, secret manticore tamer work.
Yeah.
All
Very,
right.
very important.
Well, how can the clan be of service to you? We wood dwellers. We care for our cousins. What can we do?
You're doing right enough making armaments for these folk.
Oh, these aren't for them. They can have their little shitty spears. He says, "Oh, let me show you what I'm working on." You see, he goes around the corner of the forge, picks up something that's clattering, it's heavy and clattering. And he's like, Jesse, help me. And kind of barks at the one who's behind the forge, who sets down his hammer and comes over and lifts these like spiked shoulders onto Stenrick. It looks like he is Animal or Hawk from the freaking Road Warrior.
Yeah.
The Road Warrior wrestlers. Anyway, it's basically football pads that have spikes. He's got him up on there, and he says, "Hey, give me the helmet." You see it's like heavy. He's like squatted under it a little bit. And you see he comes and puts this helmet on, and it has a spike. And he's like, "Where'd I go for groceries, huh? No manticores grabbing me." He starts like walking around. Anyway, he's parading quite proudly in this spiky suit of armor.
I love it. It's really cool.
Well, I wouldn't want to sell it.
But,
Name your price.
well, I think you ought to.
How much you got?
Probably not enough. It's pretty cool.
It probably wouldn't fit you.
Yeah, I'm a bit bigger.
I mean, we wouldn't know unless.
I tried it.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Jesse, come on. Let's help him. You say they start coming and trying to put it on you.
I allow it, but I'm never gonna wear
What's
this
your
armor.
strength again? It's strong.
Oh dang.
11.
16.
He's got an 8. 16. He puts it on you and it doesn't like cause you to bend your knees like it was causing him. It looked like it wanted to squish him into the ground. You couldn't, hold it up very well.
I give a little hop.
But you put it on and you're like feeling pretty good. You do feel like you could just like run through a wall wearing this thing. But you don't know if it would like hurt you. Maybe it would, but you're just feeling kind of armored up.
Does seem cool, but no, I couldn't.
Well, don't say that. It looks good on you.
Dude, you're getting so hard.
Doesn't it look good on him? Jesse? You see that Jesse's like, it's not my kind of thing.
What is your kind of thing, Jesse? Help me take this off.
He's like, Jesse, it looks good on cousin. Jesse's like, if you say so. I'm going to get my work done.
What? Jesse? What is your
He
thing?
looks at you coyly. He's like, well, I've been working on this. You want to come see?
Yeah, you help me out of the armor.
All right, he comes and helps you out. And you set it down. You see that Stenrick is sitting there kind of like a little bit upset. But you think that Stenrick is talking to himself. Like he's like thinking, calculating maybe. Jesse shows you. He's like, just this. Sets this axe head over. You see, the axe head is beautiful. It's really finely made.
Just ornate.
Yeah, and more so than ornate, it just has the look of somebody who's motivated by the artistry of the work
Mm-hmm.
and the craftsmanship of their hands. You see that he acts like it's nothing, but you can see that he's like pouring his soul into it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mate, is it bloody beautiful?
He's like, really?
It's masterwork.
You're just saying it.
How much would you charge for this?
Oh no, I wouldn't sell it. You see, he puts his hands on it. No, I wouldn't sell it.
Well, if you ever make another.
It's one of a kind.
So are you, mate.
Thank you. I've got to get back to work. This is smoky in here. You see that he goes over and like gets some things out, and starts moving and getting stuff going. You notice like when he was just wearing his apron, and you see that he's jacked and he's got real worker hands. He's covered in soot, but he's just a kind, sort of handsome looking younger dwarf, but somebody who's definitely on their way to just being a master at what they do.
Yeah.
You have a lot of respect for him. You see that Chubbs is looking up at you from the corner and he's finishes eating whatever pastry he had. You notice when he eats the last bite, a bunch of cream comes out the corners of his mouth.
He's bear clawing it.
He says, "Do you really hunt manticores?"
Yeah, I've killed one.
Prove it. Got him. I've killed 50 of them. He stands up and has a laugh, and you see that he goes over, is looking for something.
My mate has its head somewhere.
Yeah, my friend has all my trophies too.
What's your name?
Braid. Like bread, but with A.
I like the cut of your jib braid. You give it good.
Have you you been to the bakery yet?
No,
It's really good.
I'm sure.
I just ate the last.
I was gonna say I'm sure there's none left
Not here.
because you ate it.
Yeah. I did.
That's cool.
Can I point out that bread also has an A in it?
It's
You're not there.
no better play.
No, Mac doesn't know. He doesn't know how to spell bread. Just kidding. So you hunt manticores and you love cows or something? That's what it sounded like.
Yeah, pretty much. That's me.
Cool.
What do you do other than eat pastries?
I run the bellows. I live with my mom. And I eat pastries.
What's your mom's name?
That's Mama.
Where's she? She live here in the forge?
Well, why are you asking so many questions now? You trying to live with my mom?
Maybe. Maybe I'll be your new dad.
She is lonely. Dad left her.
Maybe I could be your new dad. And we can eat pastries together, pal.
Okay, well, maybe if you really hunt manticores, you'd be good enough for her.
Well, then certainly I am.
Okay. Well, then get your friend to bring your trophy. Maybe she'll
I will.
be interested.
I will. I'm going to court your mom.
Okay. Would you be a good dad?
The best.
Would you let me eat pastries? Could I still live there? My dad was
Always.
always trying to get me to move out.
Why? You're barely, 80 years old?
Yeah, I'm still young. I'm a pup.
Fat ass pup.
No meta insults. I'm just a pup. I can't be going out. I run the bellows. Who are they going to get to run the bellows?
Anyone, really.
No,
Okay.
maybe.
It's not really skill work, but
It takes skill, the timing. You got to have excellent rhythm for this.
sorry to distract you from it.
Oh, he gets back and starts working that bellows again. Jesse gets back to hammering. You see that Stenrick comes back over and he's like, I'm sorry that stuff seems a little too strong for you. Comes and pats you on the back.
No,
as
it's
you're
COVID,
coughing.
mate.
Oh, I haven't drank that before.
You said you were asking if I needed a place to stay.
Yeah. He's like kind of looking around. He's like, you wanna see the space? You wanna see the spot?
Yes, just like sleep on the floor.
No, you get in there.
Oh.
He's
Yeah.
kind of pointing down and whistling.
I wink.
He's like, come on. Starts walking out.
I follow him.
Okay. He walks out the side of the forge and starts heading over to that little steam shed. Okay. Now, let me come back over to y'all's. Okay. Now, LS, are you just gonna loiter outside and just wait for Mac? Are you doing anything in particular?
No, I was gonna go around and watch the
Oh, okay.
watch the
prisoners.
Watch your little birdies.
You go around and watch the prisoners. You can tell pretty quickly. I won't say all the things, but you can tell pretty quickly that the soldier who's playing checkers with Jinx is named Dag, and Dag and Jinx grew up together. So they're like joking and talking like they're buds, you know. And they're playing the game, and Dag accuses Jinx of cheating, and Jinx is like, "How do you cheat in checkers? I was sitting here," right? You know, like that kind of. They're having these little arguments back and forth. And they're playing, and finally it gets to the point where you hear Silva just say, "Will you two shut up?" And like kicks the cage, kicks the camera, kicks the cage, and it shakes, and they get quiet, and they like quietly keep playing, you know. And when she shouts, it wakes up Sleepy Todd or whatever, the guy who's over there leaning on his staff, and gets him to kind of walk, and you can see he's like, "I'm gonna have a pisser," and goes walking off. And goes over to one of the heaps of ore and just starts to relieve himself against the heap. And you can see that Eric, you learn, the other soldier who's been walking this rut in the ground, you see that he starts talking and complaining to the other guard that's there that's been watching him. And he just is just like, he's like, why am I on this shit duty? You know, like I'm better than this. You know, he's kind of like bemoaning the fact that he's sitting here, and he's like, why do I have to be here with Dag? You know, just upset about it. So you just see this little drama playing out among a very annoyed Silva who's in this cage, she just has big energy that everybody kind of respects. Dag and Jinx were playing. You got Sleepy Pisser guy. And then these two, it's like a young guy with an older dude who's like complaining to him. You know?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of hang out there and
Okay.
hope that Flavius realizes that we're not at Tanner's yet.
Maybe he will.
When
You're
I get-
riding on the road.
When I get there.
Yeah, you're riding on the road. Okay, as you're riding on this trail going out, it's a pretty well-traveled
Right.
road. Pretty soon you're beyond all the cottages and the last houses of Briarberry, and you find yourself out on this trail in the woods at night by yourself. And you start to feel like Ichabod Crane a little bit. Where
Well,
you're just
I'm
a
tough.
little,
I'm not.
where you start hearing sounds and looking and then realizing it's just some cattails. Like,
And I think everything should be afraid of me and not
Yeah.
vice versa.
Well, and as a human, it's harder to see in the dark, but Tremendous kind of lights everything up, lights
Yeah.
up your road. It's like you've got running lights under your race car.
Okay, I'm gonna get out my lantern and light
Okay.
it as we're going.
Okay.
Just it's a hood lantern, so I can
Yeah.
actually see in front of me a little bit.
Yeah, you get your lantern out and start looking ahead, and you see a face on a tree.
Shit, really?
It's just like
Oh.
a few knots. And it looks like a tree. And you see it, and then an owl jumps out of it. And it's like, whoo, whoo, and you're like, oh shit.
And then I hear frogs croaking in the tree,
Yeah.
in the creek.
Yo, you just are feeling a little
Ichabod
jumpy.
Crane.
Roll a search.
I got a 10.
All right. You're on the road. You're headed. It feels like from your memory of the map, you feel like you're headed in the right direction.
Yeah.
But you're not 100% sure. There's a chance you could be going in the wrong direction.
I have lights.
You're thinking of just a day or two ago when you guys were south of Thornfort, when you went off in a direction and got lost.
Oh no.
And you're remembering that, and it just brings up some anxiety. And you're remembering you're not like a navigator, you know, you're not feeling that way. And you're starting to doubt that your friends are on this road.
Okay.
And so you're just starting to have some of that internal turmoil. So you choose what you want to do with that, but that's what is coming up for you.
Do I feel like in my own like personal judgment, I don't have any idea if I'm closer or further away?
Yeah, you're not sure. On the map, it looked far, but you also don't know if the map was like real, you know, if like the distances were correct. Like for all you know, it could be 4 hours out here, or it could just be 20 minutes. You're not sure.
Okay.
It just feels a little, you feel a little nervous.
Okay, I'm just gonna pause and just kind of take my gauge, and I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll another like search check. I'm just gonna go back, just like see if I might have missed something. Just retrack my steps a little bit.
Yeah.
Natural 20.
Whoa.
So 22.
22. Okay. You start to search, and you look at the path, and you just start to feel really confident that your friends didn't come this way.
Right.
So you're like, okay, I know they didn't come this way.
They're off on some damn adventure.
Yeah, there's either they didn't come, either you're on the right road and they haven't come yet, or you're on the wrong road and they've gone.
They've gone ahead.
They've gone ahead. You're fairly certain of that. The second thing is, as you're in this moment on the road, you just have that sense that there are eyes on you. It's just this otherworldly sixth sense. It's that feeling that you get.
Yeah, I kind of once I feel that, I do like a 360 with my lantern, just take a look around.
Yeah, you look around. All you can hear is your breath, and you can hear tremendous beneath you, and you can hear like the little squeak on the stupid hinge on your lantern.
Tibbets?
And you're looking. You just feel like there's something watching you. You don't know if that is like, you know, is it a person or what? But you feel like there's something out there.
Is Catkin?
Nothing responds, but
Okay.
it does seem quiet.
All right. I'm just gonna try to head to the tannery.
Okay. Does that mean you want to turn back and go on this road harder? Or do you want to go back to the village and check?
I'll go back to the
check to
village.
see if
I'm gonna
you're-
go back to the village just to see if I can retrace to make sure I didn't go on a different path.
Got it. Okay. You start heading back. Okay. Now, when you do this, Flavius, you get back a ways, and you finally, retracing 10 minutes, you see a cottage.
Yeah.
And then another, and you're like, okay, so I'm on a road. I'm actually heading back into
Okay, good,
town.
good, yeah.
So you've reached the edge of town again. Do you want to go back into the green
Yeah, I'll
that
go back
far,
to the green, yeah.
or do you want to stay on the edge?
I'll go back into the green.
You go back riding up this road back towards the village green, and you can see ahead of you on the green out there the soldiers doing their thing. You can see Landon is dismounting
Yeah.
from his horse, and you can see like Garland and those other soldiers are all like around him, and Landon's like talking to them, and
Yeah.
you see he has his hand on Garland's shoulder and stuff. So like Landon is over there doing his thing. At this point, you again, LS, can see now Tremendous and Flavius come back into town. And he's kind of on the edge looking across the green.
I just whisper to myself, dumb bitch. But in a loving way. Like,
I didn't realize that meta insults was like such a big part of
I
our
know,
lives.
exactly.
It's like you're not there, but like I'm gonna insult you.
hey, that was to myself. You dumb bitch.
You dumb bitch.
Okay. If I see him come back.
Yeah, you do see him on his his glowing horse.
Yeah.
He comes back into the town. You can tell from his body language how he's looking. He's kind of like, you assume he's looking for you, you know?
Yeah. I will step away and quickly just go to get Zach or
Okay.
Flavius.
All right. You start to step away, and you can hear from behind you hear Silva go, hey, psst. You can hear her like all of a sudden see you
Oh, okay.
as you're walking away.
Okay.
You can ignore it.
No,
or whatever.
I'll turn around.
You could see that she's holding onto the bars. She's on her knees over there, and
Yeah.
she's like looking at you. Like,
I just kind of hold up a hand, like to try, like, I'll get you out of this. Like, just hang
She
out.
like rubs her face really aggressively and like, sits back and she's just looking at you with this look of exasperation.
I give her a shock of one of these. I hang loose.
Crossed.
Yeah, just to hang loose, and then I'm gonna
Double ribs.
Give her a
Yeah.
shaka, bro. And then you
Yeah,
walk
so
out.
I'll go. I'm gonna leave and go get Zach and
Right.
just hang out here for just a minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
You start going across the green here around the side of the stable. Like there's the fencing. Of course you could like hop it if you want or whatever.
I already
but
did
you,
that tonight.
you
I'm
did do
okay.
that.
Yeah.
You start to head over towards Tremendous. And Zach, at this point, you can see LS crossing from the stable yard behind the inn to come over to you.
I go, why are you at the tannery?
Hey, how you doing? You got lost?
Yeah, I was going to the tannery.
Oh yeah, it's the other way.
What are you talking about?
I'm just kidding.
I go,
well,
where are you guys?
Yeah,
Where-
come here. Come talk to me
All right,
quietly.
I'm gonna go on Tremendous really close to him.
God, can you turn this horse down? It's too bright.
It is pretty
I
bright.
turned down the running lights. At this point, I'm gonna hop off Tremendous and just let him go around the green.
Okay.
And then I'm like,
You're
"What?"
right next to the stable. You could just put him in the inn stable if you want. Like
give-
not inside the building, but the
I
grass
give him a
area.
little kiss on the nose and I put him in there.
Okay, great. Now you just put him in and he just starts to
I walk him.
graze. He flashes.
So I'm gonna just fill Zach in real
I
quick, or
forgot about
Flavius in real quick
Yeah.
about what's going on.
Okay.
And that there were 2 informants, and it turns out that they were Silva and Jinx, and they're being held captive.
Hunt the Manticore.
Right. So they're being held captive, probably because they're foxtails, right?
Well,
so
she renounced her foxtailness. Right?
I think.
Let's
I
go
don't
ask
know.
her.
She had quit. She had quit the foxtails.
Yeah, I'm
That
gonna,
was why
yeah,
she was
that's
gonna
right,
go walk
you're right.
over.
She
Well,
had
before
dumped,
we-
she had
before-
dumped his ass.
Yeah, before we go in guns blazing.
What does that mean?
Sorry, horses blazing.
He's over there.
I know. I want to wait for Mac. He's in talking to some dwarves. I don't know. They're talking about sand and stuff.
Oh, desserts, right? You
Yeah,
mentioned
their
that.
dessert. Yeah.
I don't think he's ever read a book.
Oh no, I've seen him read a book, but it was upside down. So
He's trying his best.
he's trying his best. But yeah, so he's in talking to them. You know what I was gonna do is there's 4 guards. 2 of them seem pretty alert. I was gonna just make up a story, have them go away, and then get the other guards drunk and just kick them out.
Well, if Silva's renounced her foxtailness, then we should just let her be free.
You're right. We can leave Jinx.
And I said, LS, I'm also concerned. We don't know where Hugh is. We don't know where the other Manticore kitten is. We don't know where Tibbets or the carriage has ever ended up.
I thought you had a way to track that. Is that not in your wheelhouse?
Do I?
Not that I know of. Let me check my notes.
I don't have anything. No, I don't have
Clairvoyance?
anything to say. Yeah.
No, I said
Clairvoyance?
So- Well,
my quest should lead me to them, but it's something we need to find out.
I think that's true because we also have that really, really cute robot up there. So, but I think that
the used one.
yeah, the used
Correct,
robot.
yes.
Parts of it are used. But there might be parts that aren't. I didn't get a good look.
Its hands and its feet, right?
yeah.
For walking in labor.
Yes, labor. Vigorous labor. So, but the thing is, Tibbets is there, right? And he can hold his own as long as there's not a werewolf in his carriage. And Ilaria's there. He'll protect her. I think it's fine.
We just have no idea where they're at.
Yeah, but he's good with directions. He's better than you with directions.
The hell does that mean?
It means you're bad with directions.
I'm really bad. LS, I almost got lost again.
I'm so sorry. I'm glad you made it back.
Why aren't you guys at the tannery? What's going on?
Oh, yeah, because we're doing this part first. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
All right. Well,
Let's go with. You know what?
I go,
You
LS,
take
I'm
the
a
lead.
little.
You take the lead on this.
I'm a little bit hesitant because if we show up and claim has already been laid against you and against Landon that he is a philanderer with the foxtails, and we're trying to release 2 foxtails that may not be the best.
That's a great point.
Look for us.
Yeah, that's a great point. I was under the assumption that these guards have been here because it's only been 30 minutes, maybe an hour. I don't think the guards changed because they're getting bored. They're talking about how much they hate doing this.
Well, let's send the guards to go talk with Landon, and we can talk with Sylvan Jinx on our own.
I think that's a little more suspicious, but we can do that. And I'm also fine to leave Jinx and we just take Silva. He's not really, he's just kind of, I just don't like him. I just don't like him.
I have an idea. I'm gonna take out some of my parchment and my pen, and I'm gonna take a moment and I'm just gonna write an official contract between the Holy Thrust, aka God's Army, and Silva to assist us and renounce her foxtailness and assist us in killing the Manicore.
Okay.
I say this is a holy writ signed by us, and if she agrees to it, I think it's befitting for her to join us in our quest to kill the Manicore.
Hey, that's a great idea.
All right, let's go. And we're gonna go head over
Yeah.
towards them.
Okay.
As we head over there, I say, but I don't know if they know she's a fox. Like, I assume, but this would kind of put her, like, she's signing that she was, so. Do we need to leave that part out?
We'll kind of have it as our in the pocket,
All
right?
right. Okay. You take the lead. I'll back you up.
These backwater folk are very confusing.
Yeah. Well, that's assuming any of them can read.
Maybe that's a good thing for us.
Oh, that's a good point. All right, let's go.
Okay. Question.
Okay.
Where do you want to make this document?
What?
Because it's dark and it's night, and
well,
you're
I have
you're
my
out in the
lantern now. If he
street.
has my lantern.
Like, I'm just
Here.
saying, I'm just trying to imagine. Are you like
Okay.
sitting on the ground and then
Here,
like writing
I'll
it up
write
right there?
I'll write it on your back, on your breastplate, because you're wearing a
I
breastplate.
take off my book and let him like write on
Oh,
the
okay.
book.
Okay, that's
And then I
fine.
hold it out and I kind of explain him what he needs to do.
Okay, great.
I can read. What do you want this in? Common, elven, draconic, celestial, goblin?
Let's just do common for right now.
Okay.
So when you say the words "I can read," you have a thought that these guys, you're not sure if they can read.
So make it look really nice.
Yeah, I put some flourish into it.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna have
Sleight
the
of-
book out with the
sleight of
lantern
hand.
to do it.
Great.
This
Go
doesn't
ahead.
look inconspicuous at all. I was writing a document by lantern light on the edge of town.
Yeah.
Talking in
best.
hushed tones
Uh-huh.
after we just got accused of with the person accused of murder.
I rolled a 1.
Oh my gosh. The paper rips. It's like that. You
can I
found
get
like the one crease where it
Yeah.
goes through and it rips.
I
And you're
have
like,
10
shit.
pieces of
Yeah,
parchment.
can I have another
I've sent
one?
2 letters already, so this is my
So this
sixth.
is number
This is
7. Now
sixth,
you're down
no,
to
sixth.
6.
I
Yeah.
can take it and I put it away. I'm like, try harder this time.
Okay, I'll try better.
I kind
Actually,
of pat him on the back.
will you roll it for me?
Yeah.
I don't want to know what it is. I have a +9 to my sleight of hand.
Oh, baby.
It's a 2.
Baby.
And Chad, I'm not trying to be deceptive about this. I'm
No,
trying
I
to just
know.
basically
You're just
be
trying
like
to
a
show them
conscript.
something that looks official.
Like, yeah, like
Yeah.
this is
I don't
what she agreed
consider it
to
a
do.
bluff
Okay.
because like it's you guys believe in your authority and all that
Yeah, yeah,
stuff.
okay,
Yeah, you're
good.
fine. I also want to say you had a phrase back there, Brandon, where you said a werewolf in his carriage. I want that to catch on
A
as
werewolf
like
in his
a
carriage.
that's like a like a metaphor or something, that people say like, he's got a werewolf in his carriage. I think that's kind of cool. Okay. You finish the document and feel like that baby's pretty damn official. That'll hold up in court.
I slap
Good.
it. His
Okay.
baby will hold.
This baby will hold. And
Right, let's go talk with
court.
Sylvan and see what her intentions are and if she's willing to sign.
all right, so you guys start to head over to the soldiers again. All right, let me come back over to Mac real quick. So Stenrick takes you outside of the blacksmith, and you're immediately hit with the cooler night air. You didn't even realize how warm it had been, and it didn't like cause
It
you to
wasn't
sweat or wasn't
uncomfortable.
uncomfortable. It was fine, but it just strikes you, as you go out into this air. Now, over against this, like I called it, this steam shed, right? It's got all these pipes sticking out of it. There's steam. You can smell food, and you can smell the brewery vats. Like you can smell all of this, you just smell these smells that feel very familiar to you. And you can see that on the side of what appears to be, it almost looks like just like a large boiler tank, You can see there's this big round iron door with no handle, and it has a single smoke grate on it. And you smoke grate, and there's some smoke, like steam, coming out of it. And you see that Stenrick walks up to it, looks around, with you right there, and then he bangs on the door. He goes 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, and you can see after he does that, you notice that the smoke that's coming out of that single grate seems to interrupt, and you can see like a shadowy figure inside this boiler. And he goes, "Password." And you see that Stenrick says, Potho's bow-legged bride. And then you see that the little grate flips open, and you can see the suspicious eyes of a dwarf peek out, and then you can hear like some kind of metal moving, and then the door opens with a hiss of steam, and you can see this shirtless dwarf who's covered in tattoos. It's hairy as hell. He kind of just like waves you in. You see that Stenrick and you come walking in, and then he shuts it behind you. Now there's a stairway that leads down that are cut out of rock, stone, just these stone stairs that lead down. The walls are curved, so it's like almost like a curved tunnel, and they're lit every once in a while. You can see these really nice lamps, and you just see artistry in all of the rock as you pass it. And you come into this main room, this big, beautiful room, and you can see that the very first thing that catches your eye is that in the middle of the room is this massive iron-bellied wood stove. And it's shaped like a busty dwarven woman. It has it's complete with an apron, a beer stein, and kind of a flirtatious smirk. And it just dominates the room. It's really big. And you can see that the matron's open belly serves as the hearth. Okay, so there's just this big opening where logs are fed in and ash is pulled out. You can see that all the smoke spirals up into this system of chimneys above her that goes up through the forge and through the shed that you just entered through. You also can see that next to the stove is this ever-moving dredge elevator where you can see clanking up and down on some kind of power. There are these pulleys with ore baskets that are just rising from somewhere in the deep. And you can see two on either side of this dredge elevator. You can see two hallways that lead away. You can see that there are a couple of dwarves over there in soot-covered aprons, and they're like sorting things on the elevator. And you can just hear the rhythm of the dredge. It's just this clanking, this consistent clanking, almost like a metal percussion that just doesn't stop. Now, the other thing I'll say is that every inch of this room, it seems crafted. The pillars that are in the space are epic scenes of dwarven gods and drinking contests and disasters. And the chairs and stools are hand chiseled with reliefs of the forest flora and fauna. There's drunken goats and winking mushrooms. And you can see that these wood dwellers, or these dwarves who live here, have really taken up the art of carving and have just like really mastered it. It's put into the chairs and the pillars and the doors and ornate metalwork on hinges and knobs. It's just a triumph of craftsmen who live for centuries. You can hear rushing water beneath the floorboards somewhere. It's probably part of the same network that powers this elevator dredge. And there's a stage in the corner. There's no one on it, but you can imagine that it probably is a place where there's music and whatever, right? But you see that the place is mostly empty at this moment, this common room. You saw there's dwarves sorting, but you do see that there are some old gray heads, just gray-bearded, gray-headed dwarves who are sitting at a table drinking, and there's cards on the table in front of them. And you see that Stenrick brings you down to the bottom of the stairs, and you can see you leave the doorman behind you. And when he gets to the bottom of the stairs, you see he takes a big, deep breath like he's home. Like he's like, ah. Now, anything specific you're doing at this point, Mr. Mac?
No, just want to kind of get a lay of the land.
Okay. Who's that then? And you see that there is a female dwarf, probably a barmaid. She comes walking over. She has a silky, well-conditioned beard that's braided with copper beads and sort of a sultry voice to her. She's black-haired and blue-eyed, fair-skinned. You see that she comes walking over to see you. She's like, a visitor. Where you from then, love?
Far to the north.
Northern. Used to the cold then? Or not that far?
Definitely cold at times.
Well, let's warm you up, lovey. You see, she tries to grab your arm and bring you in.
Allow it.
Okay. I'm Lila.
Mac.
Mac, are you going to attack Mac?
I don't bite.
I hope you do. What you need? You need food? You need drink. You need entertainment.
I didn't even know this existed, so
Well, you do
Stenrick
now.
showed me, and I just
Oh,
kind of
there's
want to.
somebody new. You hear another female voice. You see she comes over and has a gloriously curled mustache. And her arms are like tree trunks. You see she's carrying two little kegs, like two full kegs under her arms. She's brunette, brown-eyed, tan. You see she drops the kegs and comes walking over, like kind of wiping her hands. She's like, I'm Lola, and reaches out her hand to give you a handshake.
Lola Mac.
Okay, she like, well met. Good to meet you. You see that Lila's like, I'm Lila, she's Lola, and together, you see they do like a cute thing. Get back to back. We're the Bellows.
Little chubby bastard upstairs. He said he runs the bellows. Is that?
Oh, Braid, stuffing his face with donuts. He's not our type. Don't be jealous of Braid.
Oh, I'm not
They
jealous.
both get in both arms. And you see that Stenrick is kind of standing back, just smiling, laughing. He's like, he's a visitor, so treat him good. You take care of him. He's far from home, and he has important manticore taming duty to do.
Killing.
Mm-hmm. And he also has a big decision to make about some armor that he might buy. He's got a lot of thinking he's got to do about that.
I might be more willing to buy it if I had some cousins at my side for the big battle.
Mm.
Think
Well,
about it.
Lila and Lola know how to handle themselves.
Glory to be had and all.
Ooh, there's glory. You say something about a battle? You see Lola flexes. She's got big freaking cannons, dude. Ooh. She makes them bounce. Boom, boom, boom.
Your
And
biceps can rent a car.
That's right, they
25s.
can. That's right. Yeah, that's right. The 25s. You're so witty. Coming. Did I just say the look of disgust that Brandon just gave me?
It was actually, I was trying not to laugh.
You were
It
disgusted.
was hilarious.
You're just in it, dude.
You were
You're just
disgusted.
Witty.
You just felt so, it was filthy. You were just like, God, why am I
disgusted
here?
or intrigued.
Maybe. They bring you in, sit you down. They're like, don't go anywhere. We're going to bring you some food. We're going to sing you a song. You're going to be taken care of. Are you staying the night then? She like looks to Stenrick almost like he's your handler. That depends on if he's going to be buying some armor. Makes a big investment and need to sleep on it.
I actually have ultra secret meetings tonight.
Ooh, conspiracy. Lola gets really close to your ear. Tell me the secrets. I'm really good at keeping a secret.
Oh, we're just gonna talk about how to kill a manticore. That's all.
Oh, that sounds violent. I like violence.
That's weird.
What?
That's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, let's get you some food.
I
You're
hate to
skin
say,
and bones.
but I've had 2 dinners already,
Oh, you're full?
full of crap.
What, just a song then? Just a dance?
I could eat. Perhaps my ears could eat.
Oh, they'll be nice and full. Lola, take it away.
But then I've got to run. I have friends that I abandoned upstairs.
Okay. Wait, let me get me hurdy-gurdy. She runs out of the room.
Hurdy-gurdy.
Yeah. She goes to get her instrument.
Crank
see-
it.
She comes back ready to crank the hurdy-gurdy. So Stenrick gives you a quick tour. You know, he's like, over there we've got silver streams. You see, he points to one of the doors. He's like, down there's a legendary silver vein we found.
Oh, for a second there, I thought you meant like a latrine.
Oh, no. I mean, I guess you could find a pisser down there. You could.
Don't piss on ore.
No, just in the water. It's fine. I mean, I've never done it. Unless you do. No,
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it.
No.
But no, never. I take it all the way upstairs. All
Or shit, you're not
500,
getting out of the
all
pool.
500 steps to get back up there. Then you got the Copper Canyon on the other side. It's just, you know, these are deep old mines that we've worked for a long time. And then, you know, there's quarters for everybody in the family. All the Wood Dweller clan. My dad is down that way. My mom is down a different way. They don't get along, but they're down that way. And what do you think of the place?
It's quite nice. Honestly, reminds me of home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's high praise.
Thank you.
Well, so what do you think about
The armor.
the armor?
Yeah.
You made up your mind. You think it could help
Here's
you with
the
the
thing.
Manticore fighting? And then I could tell people that my armor was key to stopping the Manticore menace.
I don't think I'm strong enough to use your armor, mate. I hate to admit that.
I
It's
saw
embarrassing.
you up there hopping about. You're stronger than I am.
I think someone like Jesse.
Jesse is he's a sweet boy, but he's me wee brother. He's not he's good for the forge, Do you have any disappointments? I mean brothers of your own?
I don't have any brothers.
Yeah, well,
Just
I've got 4 and they're a pain in the ass. Nobody appreciates me, what I do for this place. How much selling I do for the blacksmith, for the brewery. Do you feel appreciated?
Right now I do.
Okay.
But I also feel like I'm getting really sold hard on that armor that I can't use.
What do you mean you can't use it? It's a defensive item. It's passive.
I don't know how to describe it other than I have chosen a path in life in which I'm prohibited from using such armor.
Oh. Wait,
Check
it's
out
like
my feet.
religious or something?
Look at my feet.
Oh, you got some big pups.
I don't even wear shoes.
I know.
How could I wear a helmet if I don't have shoes?
Wait, are you saying you want me to forge you some boots? Because I got some upstairs. I can make.
No, like I can't.
You can't wear shoes?
Nope.
Never heard of that.
It's
Is
type
it
of
a
dwarf I am.
disease? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, I guess I better get back to work then.
Yeah, sorry, mate.
No apologies necessary, cousin. You're still welcome here.
Thanks.
I am disappointed in you, but
Hey,
I'll get over it.
looks like I moved up from cousin to brother.
Okay. I don't need any more brothers. Oh, they're like burrs in my beard.
Yeah.
Well, like a werewolf in your
Yeah.
carriage.
And see you later, soft hands.
All right. What was that?
That was a nickname. A little jab.
Okay.
You call me Barefeet or
You see, he walks away. He's looking at his hands. He's feeling them.
You did something to him there, Mac.
You see, he starts walking up the stairs.
I think I'm kind of a bad force in the world. Sorry.
Oh, thank you for joining us on this episode of Heroic Round. Special shout out to Aaron Bolschweiler, who composed our heavy metal intro song. You can find a link to his Spotify in our description. Thanks, my man. If you're enjoying the journey, help us keep the story alive. Subscribe, leave a review, share the podcast with your fellow adventurers. If you have any theories or messages or questions you want to send to us, please reach out to us on socials or comment wherever you're listening. We would love to hear from you. Until next time, live heroic and die historic.